Power systems in anime come in all forms, with some becoming as famous as the series they belong to. Think of One Piece Haki and Devil Fruits, Naruto's Chakra, Bleach's Spiritual Pressure, and Hunter x Hunter's Nen. These systems are so deeply tied to their worlds that they help us see how strong the heroes are and how dangerous the villains can be. However, not every great power system gets the attention it deserves. Some are just as clever, but get overlooked because the anime they're in didn't become as popular. But that doesn't make them any less worth watching, they just went unnoticed. So which of these underrated power systems deserve more attention? That's what we'll explore today. The first power system that I'm going to discuss is the Count from Plunderer. In the world of Plunderer, everyone has a number on their body called the Count. This number can represent anything, from the distance they have walked to the number of compliments they've received, or even how often they've praised food. The higher the count, the better, because those with a low number risk hitting 0 and being sent to the abyss, a fate no one wants. Battles in Plunderer are unique because those with a higher count can command those with a lower one. However, if the lower count person refuses, they can initiate a start-half bout, where the winner takes a portion of the loser's count. But it doesn't stop there. There's also the option to fight with ballots, special items that grant unique abilities in battle. These ballots are meant only for high-ranking soldiers, but if someone outside the military possesses one, they're considered a criminal. This makes the count system in Plunderer not just a measure of power, but also a high-stakes game of strategy and survival. Next up on the discussion is the often overlooked power system found in World Trigger, Triggers, and Tryon. In this sci-fi series, characters face off against intergalactic enemies who invade from other worlds, all in a fierce battle for resources. Standing as humanity's first and last line of defense is Border, an organization armed with special weapons called Triggers. Each trigger has its own unique abilities and roles, all powered by a biological energy source known as Tryon. Border's arsenal includes basic triggers like Meteor and Scorpion, but they've also enhanced human weapons, like assault rifles and handguns, with Tryon-powered bullets such as lead, which can weigh down an opponent on impact. But the real game changer in this world is the Black Triggers. These are rare, powerful weapons that grant abilities far beyond what regular triggers can offer. One of the protagonists, Yuma, wields a black trigger that provides him with a versatile combat suit. This suit isn't just a weapon, it adapts to any battle situation, giving Yuma a significant edge in the fight against these otherworldly foes. The third power system, and one of my personal favorites, is powers and sacred weapons from the Law of Ueki. As with many great anime, the greatest heroes are high school students, and that includes Ueki, the titular protagonist. In this world, each person is granted a special power by a celestial king candidate. These powers range from the wildly unconventional, like turning trash into trees, to other unique abilities. These powers start at a basic level, but as characters master their abilities, they upgrade to level 2, becoming far more effective and versatile. But what really sets the Law of Ueki apart is the concept of limiting conditions. These are specific criteria that must be met for a character to use their power. The conditions can be simple, like keeping one's eyes open while using the power, or more complex. This adds an extra layer of strategy to battles, as characters must navigate both the advantages and the limitations of their abilities. It's a power system that keeps you on your toes, making every fight more than just a clash of strength. Next up is Innocence from D.Gray-man, a series that delves deep into the gothic and macabre, weaving a tale of exorcists, demons, death, and necromancy. D.Gray-man fully embraces its dark theme, bringing a haunting atmosphere to Japanese storytelling. Even the power system fits right in, aptly named Innocence. This potent force is deadly against Akuma, demons, and serves as the backbone of the Black Order, the exorcist organization at the heart of the story. Innocence isn't just a power, it's a versatile tool that can be shaped into various weapons, each tailored to the exorcist wielding it. The strength and effectiveness of Innocence depend on the connection between the exorcist and their weapon. When an exorcist reaches a critical point, resonating deeply with their innocence, they can evolve their weapon to a more powerful form. This evolution is crucial in the ongoing battle against the demonic forces that threaten their world. D.Gray-man's power system is a perfect match for its dark, brooding narrative, making every clash with the forces of evil feel both personal and intense. Another fascinating and criminally underrated power-up is the Sigil from Darwin's game. For all the anime enthusiasts out there, it's no secret that the battle royale genre has been a staple for years, especially gaining momentum in the early 2000s. Darwin's game is a standout in this genre, following the familiar death game formula where characters are thrust into a deadly scenario, forced to fight and survive until only one remains. What sets Darwin's game apart is the introduction of unique powers for each player. For instance, the protagonist has the ability to materialize weapons out of thin air, while the lead female character possesses extraordinary spatial and temporal awareness, allowing her to know exactly where everything is in space and time. The battles in Darwin's game aren't just about brute force. They hinge on how cleverly each player can use their power to gain the upper hand and outsmart their opponent. This twist adds a fresh layer of strategy and unpredictability to the high-stakes fights, making Darwin's game a compelling watch in the battle royale genre. Next up is another underrated power system, special abilities from Codebreaker. This shonen anime, set in modern times, tells the story of powerful individuals who are given code numbers ranging from number 6, the weakest, to number 1, the strongest. They work for a top-secret organization called Eden, tasked with taking down corrupt political figures. Each code possesses a unique power, but not all abilities are created equal. Some have control over elements like electricity and flames, while others wield more abstract powers, such as manipulating life and death. Above the numbered operatives are those with specific titles, like Code Seeker and Code Emperor. They are so powerful that they can't even be ranked. Their strength is off the charts, making them forces to be reckoned with in this shadowy world of secret battles and high-stakes missions. The last entry in our list of underrated power systems is the Dying Will Flames from Katekyo Hitman Reborn. Picture this: a hitman baby, mythical pacifiers, a high school don, mafia rings, and the powerful Dying Will Flames. These elements come together to create the unique power system of Katekyo Hitman Reborn, a 2000s shonen battle anime that had immense potential and a richly detailed combat system. Much like Nen in Hunter x Hunter, what makes the Dying Will Flames so special is the balance. No single power vastly outshines the others. The anime introduces 7 main Dying Will Flames, each with its own distinct property. Sky, representing harmony; storm, representing disintegration; rain, representing tranquility; mist, representing construction; cloud, representing propagation; sun, representing activation; and lightning, representing hardening. These flames can be channeled through mafia rings to unlock special abilities stored in boxes. But victory isn't guaranteed just by possessing a flame. What's more, not everyone can manifest these flames. They are reserved for those who are willing to put everything on the line to enact their will, hence the name, Dying Will Flames. This system adds depth and excitement to battles, making Katekyo Hitman Reborn a series with a power system that deserves more recognition. And that wraps up our dive into some of the most underrated power systems in anime, each one unique and unforgettable in its own way. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment your favorite, and subscribe for more anime deep dives.